Hello and welcome to the unboxing of my Gretel, Lusky and Mossery art kit. I'm really excited because I think I got this actually August last year, but because I was waiting to finish my sketchbook before opening this, it's taken a while, so I'm excited to see what's inside it. So this is the box. It's so pretty. Love the artwork, and there is some on the back as well. All of Gretel, Lusky's illustrations, a little bit about the artist down here. It's so pretty. I love the way that she uses colours. It's just, everything's just so lovely and vibrant. I don't want to get rid of this because I really like it. Maybe I'll cut them out or something and put them on my wall. I've wanted a Mossery sketchbook for years because lots of the artists I follow end up teaming up with Mossery and having really pretty sketchbooks. So, so I'm really happy that I finally got one. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Oh, another little art print for my wall. Perfect. Oh, that's so cute. A little note from the artist on a little illustration. I'm so excited. I've not had a new set of markers for so long. I am excited to try them, but I'll leave them for the minute. That's cute. It's just a thank you for choosing Mossery. Put that on my wall as well. Is this the... Yeah! Sorry, I'm such a child. Oh, that's so pretty. I decided to put my name on the front. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, that paper is so nice. And it lies flat as well. Ooh, that is really nice. Is that 2 pages? No, that paper is really thick. That's really nice paper. I almost don't want to use it now because I don't want to ruin it. Oh, but that is so pretty. There were 2 designs. I couldn't afford to get both. I might get the other one separately, but I went with this one for the art kit. I'm not disappointed. That is so pretty. I've forgotten which one I'd chosen, so this is a nice surprise. Ooh. So these are the practice books. I like that you get a practice book before you go in to the sketchbook. That's really nice. So you're not, if you're like me and you're scared about ruining a nice sketchbook, you can have a bit of practice beforehand. That's nice. Nice little bag as well. Some more colouring crayons. I actually bought some Pentel coloured crayons to update my coloured crayon collection. It's nice to have a choice of different options because then I can see which ones I prefer. Some more. Ooh. Oh, I really wanted one of these. Really wanted to try sketching in one of these in coloured graphite. Oh, because it looks so lovely down on the page. Oh, that's nice. I love that. And it comes with some more lead. Yep, lovely. Need some more of these. Mine dry up so quickly. And some more pens to try. Ooh, that's nice. So did it come with some little art prints as well? Oh, it did. Oh, they're like little cards. Oh, that's nice. Oh, are those stickers? Oh, yeah, they're stickers. Oh, I like that sticker sheet. Oh, my problem with I've got so many stickers from different artists that I haven't used yet because I don't know where to put them. I don't want to feel like I'm putting them somewhere that I can't, will then get lost or will thrown away, decorating a laptop or something or a PC and then having to, upgrade and then losing all of those stickers. Oh, is this oh yeah, it's a big poster. Oh, I've got so much more art for my wall now. I'm really happy. Ooh. Oh, I'm really happy with that. I can't remember how much I paid for the art kit. I might have to have a look through my emails and see if I can find it, but I'm really happy I'm really happy with that. To get a lovely sketchbook, pens, more pens, prints, and like a workbook as well to go through. I'm really happy with that, and I can't wait to to give it a try. But yeah, let's see the workbook. Hello, so you've got me doing a quick voiceover just because my microphone died, unfortunately. So I will come back in the video talking while I'm going through the workbook, but for now, you've just got a quick voiceover. So the kit comes with the guidebook, which is the pink one, and a practice book, which is the blue one. And like I said before, I really appreciate that it comes with a practice workbook, because I'm always so scared about, using new supplies. So it's nice that I've got a dedicated place to practice. The paper in the practice workbook is the same as the paper in the sketchbook, so it's nice and thick. It looks like and it feels like it's made for the alcohol markers. So I haven't experienced any bleed through on any of the pages doing any of the stuff that I've done so far, which is really nice. The only thing I noticed with the sketchbook being such nice thick marker paper is that there aren't very many pages. So I feel like I may have to plan out my sketches a bit more, because I do want that to be like my nice sketchbook with nice finished pieces of artwork in. And then what I'll probably do is mess around and, do more sketches and practice in one of my older sketchbooks that I found. So in the front of the workbook, I'm just trying out the other supplies that came with the kit. As I said, I've been really wanting one of these coloured pencils to draw with, because they look so nice on the paper just as sketches, but they blend in really nicely if you want to do colour on top. It was so soft and smooth, and I was able to rub it out as well, which is really nice. And then I'm just trying out the brush liners. I haven't used like proper thick brush liners in a long time. I'm not sure how much I like them, not because of their quality, but because I don't think I use them to their best capacity. Even in my digital work, I don't really use bold or thick line art, so it will be really interesting to try and use these ones. I'm much more likely, I think, to make use of the thinner pen, but again, it's been a while since I've used any sort of liner, so it will be fun to experiment. The jelly roll didn't seem to go on very opaque, but it did get better when it dried. I've not used this one before. I tend to buy the Signo Uni Ball pens, and I just order them from Amazon, and they work all right as well, but I'll use this one more and see how it holds up. The very first page in the workbook is a swatch page for you to try out all of the Ohuhu pens. And the pens themselves also come with a couple of swatch sheets, or like cards. They're little cards, which is really nice because I can keep that with the pens rather than trying to switch back and forth and find out what colour I'm using because the colours on the pen lids don't always match how it goes onto the paper, and then also the colours change when they dry as well. So it's always good to keep a swatch sheet with you. So I will come back and talk you through the swatching and blending. So the first page is about using the markers, blending the markers to make different colours. So I've copied the colours that were used in the book, and I'm going to try mixing some of my own. So they have blended together really nicely. I found that if you do a few layers, it's not as streaky, but I don't know, it depends on the effect you're going for, whether you want to see a bit of the other colour peeking out from behind it. So I've just done a lucky dip of colours and see how they blend together. Obviously, there are some tips on here to say you don't want to blend like a really dark colour with a really light colour, because the dark colour will overshadow the light one, obviously. And obviously, if you're using more than two colours blending together, you might need an interim colour, but I haven't done the 3+ colours yet. So these are just the two that I lucky dipped out of the bag, and we'll see how they blend together. I think they're similar enough that we can blend them into something else. I do like to have both caps off at the same time, so that sometimes with alcohol markers I find that you have to try and do it while they're still wet, like blend them while they're still wet. So yeah, I just like to have the caps off at the same time, just to make sure that I am putting down the colours on top of each other while they're both wet. They might be too similar, or this one might be too dark to really show a new colour. Sort of, but very subtle. Actually, I didn't think when I first put it down there was much difference, but actually once it's dried, it has changed the colour. So just going in with another 2 to see how they interact together. I prefer doing this with the bullet nib rather than the brush nib. So this, to be fair, they call it the fine nib rather than the brush nib. I just feel like because the brush is bendy, this one just gives me a little bit more control. Nice, so these markers blend really, really nicely together. I'd be interested to use my Spectrum Noir pens just to see the difference, just to see the difference in quality, if there is a difference in quality. These ones are really nice. They don't really, I'm not finding them to be very streaky at all. Obviously, when you're blending them, there's a little bit of streak, but I think that's probably to be expected, depending on which colours you're blending. Some of these are fairly smooth. I might have a go at blending some of the pens I already have and see how they stack up against the Ohuhu ones. But you've got to remember, the Spectrum Noir ones I have are years old, so they are not, the brand's most recent pens. They may have improved their pens since I bought these ones. But I'm just interested, so I'm going to give it a go. Because I have also only ever used these with non-alcohol marker paper. So the paper might make a difference too. Maybe these 2 colours weren't the best one to blend, but they do blend. They went on really nicely, no streaks. So that's nice actually, because at least now I know I have other colours to choose from. The colours definitely change the longer you leave them on the paper to dry. So that green, I think, is a lot nicer now that it's settled down. And that's not such a bad pinky grey either. But I'm not going to make you watch all of these. I'll do a few more, experiment. I might do some of the 3 colours as well. And then we'll see what else is in the rest of the book. So I think sometimes it's a bit streakier when you put a light colour on top of a darker colour, because it's like lifting the ink and making it lighter. At least that's what I think I'm finding. If you put a dark colour over it, again, it sort of helps to smooth it out. Oh, did I already do those 2? I just really like those 2 colours, just drawn to them. Oh well. I'll put these ones to the side so I don't accidentally use them again. Try a green and a pink. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't think I know colour theory very well, to be honest. So I'm just trying to mix anything really and see what happens. I'm just going to see what happens when I blend the 2 together. I mean, they're both alcohol based, so they should still blend together fine, knowing that I've got other options for colour combinations. Both go down really nice on the paper. Well, it has made a new colour, so not bad. That might be too dark. So the only problem is that I haven't swatched the Spectrum Noir pens, so I can only really go from the pen lid colour. Maybe we'll see if it lightens it. Sort of, yeah, it's doing something. Not sure I like what it's doing, but it is doing something. No, and that's just covered it up. I'm going to leave it to dry, see if it does anything. So I've just done the 3 colour blending based on the workbook, just to see what they look like on the page, because obviously the colours between my paper and the printed paper is going to be different. So I thought I'd just give it a go. But I'm going to leave the swatches there for a minute because it is pitch black outside. So I don't think the lighting is really giving you a good representation of these colours, but they are really lovely colours and they blend really well. The paper's really nice. I will come back to do some more pages with you once I've got a bit of sunlight. Hello from Kiki and from VoiceOver Me. So I said I was waiting for some more sunlight to do some more of this book, but apparently there's no more sunlight in the UK anymore because it was just constantly grey. And because I just wanted to do more pages, I didn't want to wait for more sunlight to get here. So I apologise if the lighting in this is a bit off. I am doing it when it's dark outside. I've tried to brighten it as much as I can, so hopefully it's not too bad. Here I'm just following on from like the blending practices and blending or merging the two colours together to make like that interim colour in the middle, which was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It is good to have the swatch with you when you do it because some of the colours are so similar that you almost don't notice a difference sometimes. So it's good to look at the swatches when you're doing it, when you're picking out your colours. I also apologise for the going outside the lines of the colouring. I found that the trickiest part because where the paper is so absorbent, the ink just sucks up all the ink and it bleeds quite a lot. So yeah, I'm still getting used to staying within the lines. It did get better the more I did, but I'm sure you saw that first one in the bottom left was quite outside the lines. When doing these circles, I did the first one doing like colouring in strokes, and then I found out that actually if I coloured them in circular motions, it was a lot easier to blend and actually stay inside the lines as well. So yeah, doing it in circular motions really helped. And then for the last page, it was a bit of a colouring page, putting it all into practice. So I did some transitions, some blending. I layered colours on top of each other to get different shades of different colours. I did not take my own advice and I didn't look at my swatch sheet very much. I did towards the end because I realised that I had to, because I found that I was using colours that were quite similar to each other. And then for a while I forgot I could blend colours to make new colours or like layer them on top of each other to create new colours, because where it's a pastel set, some of the colours are quite similar, and I was finding I didn't know how to make contrast in the page or, you know, make it a bit more interesting to look at. I didn't want the same sorts of colours next to each other. So yeah, in the end I did start looking at my swatch sheet and then remembered that I could actually layer colours on top of each other. And again, I apologise if you get triggered by not staying within the lines when colouring. It was really hard to stay in the lines. But I actually got out my ink liner, the thin one, to help sort of create a barrier, which did help actually a little bit with trying to keep the colour where it was meant to be. I think that doing the outline first helped to keep the ink in more, although it doesn't look too bad actually doing the lines afterwards. And because the paper is quite bumpy, because where it is like very absorbent paper, almost like watercolour paper, I struggled to make the lines straight and to follow the lines on the book. So I don't know if it's a little bit messy, but it was just a practice. That's the whole thing of the workbook, is to just practice and give it a go. So I'm going to leave you with some music and hopefully you'll find it somewhat relaxing. And I hope you've enjoyed this video as well, having a look through this art kit, and I will bring you along on my journey as I go through the workbook. I might do some pages by myself just to, because it's almost hard to do art sometimes where I know I'm being recorded. So I might do a page for myself, have a little practice by myself, and then I'll bring you on the journey for some pages as well. But yeah, if you like this video and want to see more, give it a thumbs up and give me a follow, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!